I dreamt that I was flying over a vast desert. I'm flying through the air, and I come over a crest into a valley and hover over a small town on the side of a hill. I turn toward the west, and I see in the distance a huge wave cresting and just completely annihilating this large city on the horizon. About a month later, I got a package from Bill Hicks. He was in the middle of editing his third album, and he sent me a cassette of the music. He had some questions for me whether the music fit with the comedy or not. It was called Arizona Bay. I thought about my dream. I had an idea that it had to be Arizona that I saw. I'd spent time in Phoenix, and the dream didn't look anything like that, but I knew it was definitely Los Angeles getting its ass kicked.
Loaded kind of thing here that JP can do this and you can do this, but you have to talk about it.
Lucid dreaming. I'm a lucid dreamer.
Yeah.
And I always talk to my daughter Luciana about that she could be a lucid dreamer and try and give her the techniques. And in the book you talk about your mother and her ability to do that and her talking to you about it.
Right.
So I think that's interesting. Some people don't do that at all and don't know, don't even give it any thoughts. So I did just want to reflect on that.
Yeah, I think it's I've noted recently, just because of everything that I am moving in whatever way, in the vineyard, in the winery, in music, in the food arena, I feel like some of the lucid dreaming has taken a back seat.
Okay.
I feel like earlier on I did a lot more because I was trying to get these things started, and it was almost like a process of visualization to make it work. And if you're not familiar with lucid dreaming, there's a lot of wonderful books by Carlos Castaneda, the Don Juan stories, which are very helpful in some of that. But it's a process of going to sleep and reminding yourself that you're going to dream. And so when the dream actually does arrive, you remind yourself in the dream that you're dreaming. And the trick is to never really let your eyes land on a particular object in the dream for any longer than a few seconds, because your subconscious will shoot you to a whole other room in your brain or outside of your body. So that's been that, I kind of was able to perfect that lucid dreaming quite a bit in earlier years. And then I finally got to that door where there was the face that was on that next step of lucid dreaming. That was the dangerous part that Castaneda talks about. And the face scared the shit out of me. And I haven't lucid dreamed since.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those faces where I'm stepping into an area I have no expertise and no skill level to be in that area. I'm going to stop there.
Did you call an Uber?
What's that?
Did you call an Uber?
A mental Uber.
Where's the Uber?
Yes, I pulled the parachute and got the fuck out. But I think part of that, just part of that dreaming in general, is that just that visualization of being able to change a thing in the dream, a large spider coming at you, or a tornado, and remembering that in the dream that you're dreaming, and you can grab the tornado wherever you want.
Right.
You can ride the spider, which sounds weird, but I actually did that quite often. You just remember that you're dreaming,
Right.
And if you want out of it, you just point your finger like a gun and you shoot the thing and explain to it that it's supposed to fall dead, and it goes, "Oh yeah, right," and then it lays down, and then you're playing cowboys and Indians with whatever thing is coming at you in your dream.
Still can't do it.
We're gonna work on you.
He's like a
In
baby
fact,
dog.
Yeah, so I actually, usually I sit down. I'm surprised I haven't fallen asleep yet.
Or should we dosed you?
Yeah.
You can finish on your.
Yeah, I'll wake up.
We're ready to introduce the third reading, The Wild Card. This was chosen by us.
So the book weaves through these coincidences, like these tales, right, of coincidence and sums and names, numbers, divine collisions, shedding, coming back full circle, kind of calling back to the familiar, right, the power of ancestry in order to get the bigger picture. What are your thoughts on, I guess, I don't know really the thoughts, but the importance of paying attention to the signs? Like, how did you constantly, like the cashmere moments, right? It was just like, oh shit, this is going to be big. Or like,
initially when you're on acid, those things are huge. As Ramiro can, as my witness, you take them very seriously. That's why we can't walk on stage until the song actually finishes, because if you interrupt Kashmir somewhere along the line, you just invited a fucking tragedy. Something's gonna go amiss if you interrupt the magic that is Kashmir. And that's kind of a running joke between myself and Ramiro and Kurt and my friend Todd Fox. That those moments are to be respected. I think over time, I think we took them more seriously when we were younger. Like there was some sign, like there was some thing we were supposed to do or not supposed to do. But I think more than that is when we're exploring together as roommates, as friends, as individuals, when we're just open to the ideas of the universe, the idea of just connection with each other. You see little nods in a way that you're not on the right path. You're just tuned in a way. So those little nods from the universe, they're not any kind of direction. They're just a nod. You're seeing the patterns, you're seeing the connections, and it just helps you feel like you're connected on multiple generational level in some way that you noticed it. You noticed the patterns. It's the kind of recognition of patterns that the old shepherds would observe in the sky when they're watching the planets go by. They start to see these patterns. It's just when it comes back around, and they acknowledge that it came back around. You can apply it to farming. You can apply it to those things, but in general, it's just a nod from the universe that you're paying attention and they made you conscious. Back in the day, of course, you changed everything. Jump out of the car. It's there's something's happening. You should never turn that song off. Everybody run.
it is weird how acid does that.
I've never done acid. Let me read this next thing. Talk about. I believe in magic. I don't believe in crystal magic, and I don't believe that somebody can take a photo of your aura that shows you the color of your emotions. I don't believe in any of that stuff, but I do understand some people's attachment to the zodiac as a farmer. You have to acknowledge the pull of the moon on tides and how such a huge energy can leave a residual pattern on you the day you're born, because you're electromagnetic in nature. Whether that continues, whether nurture ends up amplifying or muting nature, I don't know. I don't think we're even capable of understanding those things. But the power of tarot cards just goes back to the storytelling. It wasn't like that reader in Rockport was some spirit guide. She was just doing a cold reading on a person she'd never met. And if I thought about what she said, it might help me clarify things. You go to psychics and tarot readers not to have some miracle ghost speak from beyond and tell you what to do. You go for clarity, almost as a meditation. The answers are within you. And if you get out of the way, you can hear them. You answer your own questions. Unless, of course, you're on mushrooms, then the talking aardvark does all the
So we're about to segue into the Q&A part of the evening. While they get the mics set up, we have a little treat. We're going to play the new Tool album.